was working there in Leicester. We scaled rock on the side of the hill. Loose rock would come off of the hillside and land on the track or alongside the track. And anything that was dangerous, we'd go up there with our bars and hang on ropes and pry them loose. We got this one rock. Oh, it was about 6 foot in diameter. And I don't know how many ton it was. But we hauled dynamite up there. And being as I worked in the coal mine, I got to play with a little bit of dynamite up there. And we made packs, like mud packs, and put like 5 sticks, and it just blew the mud pack off. So we had like 20 sticks, and it blew the mud pack off. So we took the rest that was in that box of dynamite, and it just blew the mud pack off. So we got the crane up there. And the crane was a big steam locomotive crane. And the operator was Jack Isles. And he was married to Fanny Milosevic. She was from Ronald. And William Torgrimson was the operator's name. A real neat guy. And I got to know him quite well. And he had a clamshell. And the clamshell, it weighed like 3,000 pounds. So we got chokers and hooked chokers around this rock. The rock was sitting there in the middle of the track. And there are 2 tracks, eastbound and westbound. And we had the trains going, routing them around the rock, but they had to get that rock out of there. So we hooked chokers onto that big rock and then put like a piece of 4x6 short chunk through the eye of the chokers. I was, brave and no brains. So I'm standing there, and they had a little device there leaning against this rock so I could hold this up. And then Jack Isles lowered that 3,000-pound bucket down. And then as I'm holding that up, he slowly closed that bucket until he just room for my hand. And I opened my hand, and then he closed it. And then the crane wouldn't lift the rock. So they moved him up as close as they could. And then he pulled all he could. And when it powered out, then he boomed up. He had more power just to booming up. And he got it just off the ground. And then when he swung around, so there's no time to waste when the wheels start to come off the track, you better get them back down there. So at that point, he opened the bucket and dropped that big boulder. And it was only about a foot off the ground there. And it stopped, and then it moved a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then slowly rolled a little bit, then over the bank. And we all run to the edge of the bank and looked down, and you could see the trees snapping and flopping. That boulder went down through there and cut a swath all the way through. And none of us thought to think, maybe there's a road down there. There might be people down there. Apparently nobody was there, and we got away with it. But we got rid of that rock, lost our cables. Well, it goes by so quick.